I would like to take a moment to thank Dr. Mueller, Dr. Berger, Dr. Bainbridge, Dr. Berman, and Dr. Steffes for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today. All journeys begin with a single courageous step in which the hero must make a decision to leave the realm of their known world and enter the world of the unknown, despite any fears or initial misgivings. In many ways, the hero becomes courageous by making the deliberate choice to set forth into the unknown despite their fears. My first step on this journey began 7 years ago when I woke up calling a fan a lamp, replacing random words in my sentences with numbers, forgetting my son's names, and walking into door jams. I was finally diagnosed with MS in 2015 after 3 months of suffering stroke-like symptoms. During this time, I was sent to a cardiologist, an endocrinologist, and a neurologist, all while carrying baby aspirin in my purse and wearing a heart monitor. My husband was instructed to watch me at all times and call an ambulance if my symptoms worsened. After a spinal tap finally confirmed what I had been telling my doctors all along, I felt liberated. I knew the purpose of my quest, the inner dragon that I must slay. The cave that I had feared to enter would hold the treasure that I seek. When my mother, who was the only parent I had ever known, died 6 months after my diagnosis, strangely, I heard my call to adventure. I would not take my cognitive ability or mobility for granted. I would not accept cognitive decline as my fate. I spent the next year fulfilling my childhood dream of taking ballet classes, while I began researching doctoral programs. As a participant in the McNair Scholar Program in the early 2000s, I had been prepared for doctoral studies through involvement in a variety of scholarly activities, and now was the time to grasp the precious academic ring that I had always coveted, a doctoral degree. But as a 43-year-old at the time, full-time professor, and mother of 5 boys, 4 sons and 1 husband, I knew that choosing the right program was critical to my success. I was still healing from the MS attack that had led to this discovery of the disease in the first place, and I had to adjust to no longer being able to confidently read out loud, having issues with constantly blending my words or slurring my speech, in addition to having moments where I simply did not recognize certain letters or words. I was terrified that I did not have the cognitive capabilities to successfully complete the program. But I am not one to ever let fear of anything stop me. As a non-traditional student with a full-time family and a full-time profession, I knew that I needed a highly structured program with flexible course modalities that could accommodate a life that was already bursting at the seams. Despite my initial apprehension and paralyzing fears of not being enough, I took a step out on faith and I answered the call. Once I enrolled at GCU, I was surrounded by allies and mentors that guided my journey by shining their lights in my time of darkness. During the seemingly endless iterations of DQ paper. And on the days that I was just so physically, mentally, and cognitively exhausted that I just wanted to quit, I had the love and support of my husband, my family, my boys, Angelique, my student services advisor, my residency 2 Four Locos, woo! My chair and phenomenological mentor, Dr. Brume, and my cosmic sister in love, as I call her, Donna Thompson, to see me through. To me, being a LOPE, L-O-P-E, means leaping over the predicted expectations of who I would become and embracing the endless potential of life in order to become something greater and to seize each and every opportunity to be better. According to Herodotus, the abstract concept of learning is a continuous process of learning what we are and becoming what we know as we embody knowledge and become that which we have learned. Becoming a Lope was a process of learning more than additional knowledge and becoming a scholar who has transformed her thinking. I entered this program as a learner, and after 4.5 years of rigorous work, dedication, tears, and grit, I transformed into a different person and emerged from my cave a phenomenologist at the end of the journey. I became the hero of my own story. And my hope for you, my fellow graduates, is that completing your degree was also a journey into self and center, as you too realized that you were far more capable than anyone ever could have imagined. My hope is that you have become the heroes of your own journey, slaying your inner dragons along the way. Now we are called to serve as the leaders, mentors, and guides to help those who follow behind us to create a better world. My hope is that we can co-create a world of kindness and loving one another as we would love ourselves. My hope is that you will drink joy, believe love matters, choose to shine your light, and do not take any second of life for granted. Thank you.